Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to the letter. A smile is back on her face when she turns to me and hands me a strange piece of paper.
I would still put it away if I were you, though. Otherwise, people might get the wrong impression. Anyway, as I was saying...
I don't hear the rest of what she says after that. I can only stare down at the paper, at the letter in my hands. The sides crinkle in my grip and my breathing grows labored. Dread quickly fills my mind.
Isabella? Isabella? Are you alright? You're looking pale.
I don't even notice when Rose's group joins us in the parlor. I want nothing more to say no, I'm alright. I want to leave this place, because I remember everything as clear as day. This letter and the woman in the attic. It's real.
The letter... I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Careless. I've been so careless. It seems like they weren't really fazed by it too much, though. They're just like, wow, that's shitty art. And that's it. How do we even tell them without looking that I've gone mad? Okay. Alright. Now, I can't make the wrong choice here, because I can always go back. But as they say, honesty is the best policy. So let's just show the letter to Rose and hope she's not too mad. I blur it out before I can think twice what I'm going to say.
We need to get out of here.
Oh
This
shit,
place
my
is
relationship
cursed.
changed. Ah, my thing with Marianne went down. Wait. So if I go back, can I change it?
Rose,
Oh. Oh yes. Marianne's went up. But, I don't know if this is the right choice. I feel like this could cause some shit later on with Rose. So you know what? I'm gonna put on my big boy pants. Wait, wrong load. Hold on, wait. I'm gonna load this one. Okay. Rose, we need to get out of here. This place is cursed. Rose casts a nervous glance at the people in the room. Most are still engaged in conversation with their peers, but curious enough to turn their heads in group's direction and have given their trademark saleswoman smile. I'm trying to fucking get rid of this shit. Okay. Yeah, hers went down pretty far. That's alright. A tight expression is on her face when she pulls me aside.
Isabella, we've already had a conversation about this weeks ago. Those are just stories.
and I'm telling you that it's not. I saw something in there. It's not human at all. I thought it was just nothing, but isn't this letter proof enough?
She gently reaches out to pluck the paper out of my hand. Without even taking a glance at it, she folds it back neatly.
Look, I'm really getting worried about you. I know you want to see this open house through, but your condition is more important. Give me a few minutes to wrap things up here, and I'll drive you to the nearest hospital.
No! You don't understand! There isn't a condition, Rose. No concussion at all. I'm fine. But this place isn't, and you're being stubborn about it.
Before Rose could open her mouth for a retort and land hands on both of our shoulders, pulling the two of us a distant closer.
Now, ladies, what seems to be the problem here?
Nothing, sir. I just had to clarify a few things with my colleague.
Well, it certainly seems intense. A smile fits the two of you better, in my opinion. Especially darling little Lily here.
He gives my shoulder a gentle squeeze when an inscrutable smile spreads across his face.
It's Isabella, sir.
Of course. But my point still stands. And with two beautiful ladies here, I'm sure.
And I'm sure little Lily here would certainly appreciate it if you remove your pretty hands from her, darling.
The pressure on my shoulders lift as soon as those words leave his wife's lips, while the scowl on her face with a splash of cold water on me. It's almost impossible to miss a displeased frown on Miss McCullough's face. The realization that we might lose the sale because of my outburst instantly dawns on me. Rose will be beyond pissed. Yeah.
I think I need to step out for a while. I'll be back.
I think it was safer to tell him. I really do. Because now Rose, keep forgetting you can't see my fucking mouse, so pretend like the cursor is just circling Rose's face right now. Rose, she really didn't know much about anything. I'm not sure the rest did either. I don't know. Maybe. And it feels weird. I'm looking at their faces right now. It's like they're staring back into my soul. I'm just gonna keep going with the story. Bowing my head, I mutter a quick apology and gather my stuff to make a quick exit. Doesn't matter if this place is haunted or not. I've caused enough trouble, and Rose could be quite unforgiving of behavior like this. Well, at least they know now. At least they got my 2 cents, so if they die, they can't haunt me being like, bitch never told us anything. When I kinda did. I'm almost at the door when she catches up to me.
Isabella, wait.
The apprehension must have been quite obvious on my face because her expression instantly shifts to something gentler, eyes softer, a fond smile spreading on her lips. See, she's not too pissed.
Hey, I'm not angry.
I know. I'm sorry I ruined this for you.
Come on, you didn't ruin anything. It's not like we haven't ran into any problems before. If we don't get a deal today, we can always try on a different day. And look.
She hesitates, completely trailing off before shifting her gaze down to her hands, a small gesture to stall. Her fingers are fiddling with a piece of folded paper. It's a stupid letter again. My hands stiffen when she gives it back, but I take it nevertheless. It was more of an automatic response than a desire to have it back. I mean, I don't want that fucking piece of shit. I'll throw it away if I can. But I have this nagging feeling that one way or another it'll find its way back to me, regardless of what I do about it.
Rose, this is... You have to let them know about...
I know you want us to get this sale so badly. And we've made a lot of plans on how to go about this. I mean, who wouldn't? This is the first time I've been assigned to a property like this. I've sold plenty of houses before, but nothing like what we have here. It's a beautiful house. I'd love to get one of my own if I ever win the lottery. But I think... Look, here's the thing, Isabella. If we are going to do this, work on something, I don't know, this big, I need you in top shape. And the way you are now...
My mind stops.
What? Wait. No, I can still work. I just need to get myself together.
That's what you said earlier. I let it go because I thought, hey, it's your own body and you should know more than anyone how you feel.
I'm getting fired because I was
But
honest?
after this, I really think you should take a break.
You're kicking me out?
No, I'm not. Look, all I'm asking is for you to take a seat somewhere I can see you, and let me handle this for now. You're clearly not yourself, and I honestly could use some time not worrying when you'll fall over or not. The day's not even over, and I'm already feeling the stress. Please, humor me just this once.
She clasps her hands together in front of her, eyes pleading for understanding. And I do understand, to some extent. That doesn't mean I'll feel any less awful. Whether at myself at the unlucky turn the situation has taken, or for her, I really don't know.
I promise I'll give you a full report of what happens after. I'll even let you take the lead tomorrow.
Fine. Okay. I'll step aside for now.
You're upset.
A little, yeah, obviously.
If it's any consolation, I won't tell the boss about today. You know how he is.
Please don't. I don't want a repeat of the lecture I got during my first assignment. He called me a noob, and I don't even know what that means.
At the memory, we both burst into helpless giggles, earning strange looks from the guests, smiling and milling about the door. Okay. Talking and laughing like this, it's easy to forget any mishaps that happened. Little things you learn to appreciate, I guess.
So, are we good?
Fuck no. Still not okay with it, but Rose has a point. It's better for me to step out of this one for now.
I won't be able to help you anyways if I keep getting distracted like this. Maybe I'll just take a walk outside or something while I wait for you to wrap things up.
Please, just stay put. I insist.
I'm not an invalid, Rose.
You clearly have not seen how you looked earlier.
It's not that bad.
Color hasn't even returned to your cheeks yet. Just stay here, all right? Don't even think of going anywhere. Let me finish what I'm doing here, and then I'll take you back to Luxembourg myself to have that minor bump checked. At least wait for me to call someone who'll fetch you, okay?
She's gone before I can voice one word of complaint. Wow. Left with nothing else to do, I found myself drifting back to the foyer. Didn't she tell me to stay put where she could see me? Whatever. Few visitors linger in the area, some merely enjoying the afternoon sunlight streaming through the stained glass windows. Others can be seen admiring the priceless antiques decorating the room. So what's to stop someone coming in here on these little groups just to steal some shit. Nothing? Huh. Nah, terrible idea. One group of elderlies gathered some ways across from me. Is occupied in a friendly banter about which one would cost more to buy. Little argument here and occasional laughter and teasing there. I smile to myself. The conversation reminds me of what I've been missing these past few months. Rose is probably right, I do need a break. Maybe this afternoon's hangout will help. Speaking of, I should call Ash. And it's a few hours early from what I told him, but he did ask for a call once I'm done. Besides, I don't have a right back. He offered, so I might as well take it. Or bribe him into giving me one. Not that I'll ever accept a ladder, personal convictions and all. Honestly, if there's something I find admirable about him, despite his tendency to annoy the hell out of me, it's that. Well, whatever way works, a free ride is still a free ride. There's Rose's offer too, but despite what she says, I know she'll be busy for the rest of the afternoon, especially without me assisting. Bothering her for a small favor as this is the last thing I want to do right now. A couple of minutes and a few prayers asking for a decent signal later, the call finally connects and...
Shit! I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Bad guys watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Bad guys watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble?
What
Better
the
not lie.
fuck?
I'm a cool dude.
What?
Pretty fly for
Shit,
an
how
Asian
loud is this
guy.
thing even?
Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Bad guys watch out.
A
can't
sharp
beat
ringing
me.
fills the hall,
Looking for
disrupting
trouble?
the
Better not
pleasant
lie.
quiet
I'm a
headset.
cool dude. Pretty
Soon
fly
enough,
for an
heads
Asian
begin to
guy.
turn in search for the
Sup,
source,
I'm
mine
Ash from
included.
Deluxe
And my
City.
eyes darted around the
Bad
small
guys
crowd
watch
before
out,
seeing on a lone
can't beat
figure
me.
crouched
Looking for
behind the
trouble?
same group
Better
of old
not
people.
lie.
Is he
I'm a
here?
cool dude. Pretty
He's
fly
facing
for an
away from me,
Asian guy.
fumbling with something in his
Sup, I'm Ash
hands.
from Deluxe
But I
City.
don't need to see his
Bad guys
face and know
watch
whose
out,
back it
can't
is.
beat me.
Oh, I'd
Looking for
recognize
trouble?
that dumb
Better
Parker
not
anywhere.
lie.
Parker
I'm a cool
anywhere.
dude. Pretty
Without
fly
bothering
for
to
an
end the
Asian
call, I
guy.
marched towards him.
Sup, I'm
After
Ash
what?
from Deluxe City.
Damn, it keeps
Bad guys
playing.
watch out,
I don't know
can't
what happened
beat me.
today. I'm not
Looking for
really in the
trouble?
mood to deal
Better
with
not
this.
lie.
Of all the
I'm a
times
cool
to-
dude.
Ashton Frey!
What happens next is I'm not sure we get letter for not having recorded. What the fuck was that? A scream. He jumps, lets out a undignified yelp, following by his phone slipping out from his grip. It bounces from one hand to another in his poor attempt to catch it before ultimately falling flat on the floor with a resounding clack. Kinda feel sorry for the phone and the floor. That's not every day you can catch someone like Ash off guard and get a reaction. Damn his stupid detective senses. I'll take every ounce of victory I can get, no matter how small. Ha! An awkward pause passes between us. A blink. A cough. And he makes a face. And then, in a too-quick motion, he ducks and retrieves his abused gadget while a grin threatens to break out from my lips. He doesn't meet my eyes when he straightens, but a flush has crept up on his neck and cheeks. Another universe where we haven't known each other 5 years and suffering through his teasing isn't a date or occurrence. Chances are I find that adorable. Endearing even. Unfortunately, this isn't that kind of world. The way things are, I'm already content to see him have his obnoxiously calm and collected
Hello
disposition.
to you too, scaredy cat. I could stand to be greeted like a normal person, you know.
What? And miss that look on your face? No way. Oh man, I should have taken a picture.
I am so honored you find this funny. Is that how you treat your guests? I think I need to talk to your supervisor.
Talk to yourself. You aren't even a guest here. What are you doing here in the first place?
For a moment, he looks like a cat that swallowed the canary. Suddenly, checking every nook and cranny on his phone for any damage or scratches. Seems to be more of an interest in activity than explaining himself.
Ash,
I could be looking to buy a house.
a mansion.
Yeah, why not? Did you see the view outside? It doesn't look haunted to me at all.
He's messing with me.
Ashton, I am not in the mood. What are you doing here?
He chances a glimpse at some point behind me. The parlor? Curious, I follow his gaze, but before I can figure it out, he's got his attention. He places a hand on my shoulder and turns me back to face him.
I just finished working on something, so I dropped by.
I still don't see how his work has anything to do with why he's here. At my confused look, he drops a hand resting on my arm, like he has touched something particularly hot, and casually rubs the back of his neck.
And I said I'll see if I can pick you up. Turns out I can. Free time and all. So here I am. Figured you'd still be busy, and so I roamed around for a while.
Oh, you should have mentioned that sooner. I was about to throw you out.
Throw me? Hey, I was given a pamphlet. I think that makes me a legitimate client.
We have mandatory sign-in sheets for clients, Ash. I didn't see your name on it. And you can't just roam around because it says open house. Normal people actually follow an etiquette here.
Right, okay. I think I'll just go ahead and...
No, wait. I wasn't really going to throw you out. Rose said... Never mind. I was just about to leave anyway.
Wait, what? Now?
Something must have shown on my face because he pauses and gives me a long, hard stare. Sometimes I forget how easy reading people is for Ash, given how he often looks as if everything around him is a chore. I avoid his eyes, hoping he'll drop the subject and won't ask any more questions. The last thing I want is to tell him what happened, especially the part about the letter. In fact, he's the last person on earth I'll ever think about telling it to, if I can help it. Sure, he's a dependable guy. God knows how many times he's helped me, even without me asking for it. But stuff like ghosts and the supernatural? He'll never believe those if he hears it from a friend, except maybe if it's Becca. Who's Becca? Becca, okay. The pink-haired girl, okay. On a good day, the most harmless thing he'll do is give you an explanation on why those things have no chance of ever being real. At the worst, he's insufferable. He'll poke you at every single chance he'll get. Ashhole. Whatever do to him, he never does that to Becca or Zach. I can already imagine how things will go down the moment I spill a word of what I saw. No, over my dead body. Before he catches his attention, I shove the letter deep into my bag.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Let's just go.
Doesn't look like a nothing to me.
We still have Zach's movie tonight, remember?
It's still early. And didn't you say your shift will end around 5 or 6? What about... Hey, Isabella, wait up!
A rush of air greets me as soon as the mansion door opens. Not the usual autumn draft, but it's a welcoming change from the stifled atmosphere inside the mansion. Ash's footsteps are quick behind me, the soles of his shoes thumping hard against the polished concrete in an awkward cadence as he rushes to catch up. He calls out once, twice. The mansion still looms in the background. Whispers calling me back, shadows beckoning. Help me. Oh, you just want to say that? Okay. I don't look back. We spin the ride back to Luxembourg City in a relatively quiet manner. The only radio's disjointed hum in the background to fill the silence. Occasionally, Ash will reach out to fiddle with it until the signal settles or it's in a respectable volume, but otherwise he doesn't say anything. Neither do I. However, if the furtive glances he's been sending my way are signs, I know where things are. Alright, he's been itching to ask since we left the mansion. I keep my eyes trained on the passing scenery outside, in small hope that my disinterest will dissuade him.
Here.
All of a sudden, he tosses something at me from the small compartment on his side. It hits me cleanly on the chin before I can make a move to catch it. The small package makes a soft landing on my lap instead.
Sorry.
The glare I send him wipes a smirk is about to form cleanly on his face. He clears his throat, focusing his eyes on the road again. I swear he did that on purpose. Ignoring him, I flip the half-forgotten package on my
I
lap.
won't say no to free food, but why are you giving away cereal bars?
I always have one on my person, and you look like you're about to pass out back there. Have you eaten lunch yet?
I don't even get the chance to deny it because right on cue, my stomach rumbles loudly and an empty, gnawing feeling in my belly becomes noticeable. No surprise there, I did skip breakfast and lunch so I could catch Becca while she was on break. I was hoping to get a small meal after. I guess with everything going on, I just forgot until Ash mentioned it. It's not like the hollow feeling's new to me, though. If anything, it's just one of the things I've gotten used to ignoring over the years growing up. It thinks when I tear open the package and start nibbling on the edge of the bar. Apart from a acknowledging nod, Ash doesn't say anything after that small exchange. For that, I'm thankful. After getting an earful from Becca and Rose, it's nice to just be able to sit down with someone who's not going to nag at you.
How'd the open house go?
The
Shitty.
usual. We got a bigger crowd than normal because of the property's fame, but really, no different from the typical open house. On second thought, it actually looks like a fancy party more than an open house. I've never felt so underdressed in my life. Weren't you there?
I wasn't really listening.
I should have asked someone to kick you out.
No, you won't.
And what makes you so sure?
One, ever since you got assigned to this property, you've been freaking out about it. Rebecca's words, not mine. She's been complaining to me about how you talked your ears off, by the way. Two, despite your initial qualms about the place, you still took the job, which brings us to three. It's been months since you last settled a deal, and you're short on money right now since you're back to your instant noodle diet.
How do you even know about the last one?
Rebecca. Anyhow, you're hellbent on selling the mansion. Even if someone you know personally is in the tour group, you aren't going to just kick them out. Every single person who went on your open house is still a prospective client to you. Even me.
He's not entirely wrong. Oh man, I walked right into that one, didn't
I
I?
hate you. I really hate you right now.
His answer is a small laugh, the kind that screams, I'm right, I told you so. I hate it when he does that.
I'll have you know that there's already someone who's extremely interested in this property. So even if you expressed any sort of interest in it, I don't think they'd be willing to let you have it. Too bad.
Provided I didn't botch it with the rights. Ma'am Hannah, in particular, I didn't look too pleased with what I did. I owe Rose a big apology. I hope she likes free donuts.
You don't seem too happy about it.
I am happy. Doesn't this look like a happy face to you?
Really? And here I was thinking you found another one stuffed in the sofa. Or is it the wardrobe this time?
He meant that as a joke, but how close it is to the truth made my blood run cold and my own heart beat a heavy weight in my chest. All at once, the letter in my bag feels a whole lot heavier, burdened by my own guilt and apprehension.
Yeah, well, things happened. Stuff the right couple might not be pleased about. No need to make a fuss about it. It's normal in the business.
You made them angry?
The birds are flying, but the people are still. I just noticed that.
Not angry, just stuff happened.
Like?
Things.
Did they do anything? Your clients, the rights, was it?
I can't answer that. At least not without revealing the place. You know what? Wait, shit, I can't tell him the truth. Fuck. I can either lie to him or change the subject. You know what? I'm sure not gonna lie to him.
You keep asking me about my work, yet you haven't said a single word about yours.
There we go.
That's not fair.
Wait,
Both you
what'd I do?
and Zach have literally
Okay, it
disappeared
went up.
off the face of the earth.
An over-exaggeration, but changing the subject to something else is better than outright lying to him. Besides, it never works with him. I'm not sure if it's because yeah, he's a detective, yeah. I'm just bad at it, or because he's really, really good at his job. He doesn't answer immediately, one momentarily shifting a glance over at me and returning it back to the road when he has to make a sharp turn. Outside, the sun has already started to descend, casting a vibrant orange glow on the tall buildings. I wonder how long before you reach the venue of Zach's film. Checking the street signs outside, it appears Ash is taking the longer route. Maybe he wants to get some answers out of me. Odd, but he's probably trying to avoid the rush hour traffic.
Didn't we just talk a week ago over chat?
That's different. Linking your awful memes in the group chat box every morning isn't exactly a conversation.
Excuse me, I don't hear you calling them awful while you're laughing at all of them.
Shut up! And you aren't answering my question.
That earns him a soft punch in the arm. While he's driving, you shouldn't punch the driver. And under no circumstances should you punch the driver. Unless, they're not, unless you don't want to be in the car, I guess. I did laugh at them, but I'm not going to give him the satisfaction of knowing that I find most of them funny. That will only make his head bigger, stupid Ash.
All right. Lay off on the abuse. Remember that case I mentioned before? We've been trying to pin the bastard down, but it required more work than we anticipated. The guy's slippery like that. We got some good lead months ago.
He recounts what he's been doing over the time that we haven't seen each other. His usual work, the occasional small investigation, and the big case he's been stuck working on. Stuff he couldn't mention in the brief time we catch each other online. Although most of it is trimmed down version, only things he can tell. He has always been careful about that. Even in the way he spins his answers to my questions, just enough to satisfy my curiosity, but not enough to paint the whole picture. At one point, his voice takes on a strained tone when he mentions something about the big case. But I don't dwell on it too much. That's normal, right? I mean, who wouldn't be frustrated if you couldn't bring someone to justice because they were kept slipping out of your fingers? If I were in his shoes, I'd definitely lose my mind. His stories never cease to be entertaining to me, regardless. If things weren't the way back home, maybe I would consider taking on the same job as him. Well, no, not really. Mom would never allow that. But the idea is still there. Along with countless others I've let go. Time passes quickly between us in the matter. Before I know it, we're already at the movie house. Okay, guys, that's where I'm going to end this episode of The Letter. We arrived at the movie house. I don't know what's going to happen to go back to the mansion, because at some point, I'm pretty sure we're going to have to. I think maybe we may tell Zach about it, and he may want to film something there. That could be a possibility. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from Deluxe City. Bad guys watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy.
Ew, your face is more